Hey everybody, it's The Shape, back with another banger. Now, I want you to listen to what I'm about to read you real quick. Now, rolling with me, everybody said, oh well, he put in his description that it's staged and all this other stuff. I went to his description in a few of his last videos. There's nothing there to indicate that he recreates or anything. Not in the pinned comments, but I did go to his about section. How many of you guys knew YouTube had an about section? Probably I could count on one hand. Heck, I was on YouTube for 2 years and I didn't even know there's an about section. Now in there, he words it as a dramatization. Now, I'm going to read it for you right now. All right, you guys are going to love this. Some content uploaded here is real life actual events. And some content may appear as real life events, and such content may be dramatization of real life events or a fictional dramatization. Comments and or comment replies relating to any fictional dramatization may be written as if such dramatization is real to stay true to the character in the depiction of such fictional dramatization. And you hid this, by the way, Roland. Videos such verbal mentions and any such video content itself may also be words spoken in character of such fictional dramatizations. Now, that's in the about section. Nobody's ever going to see that. He knows that. And see, that's where I have a problem. You need to put this in your pinned comment, Roland, or your description of every single video or in the video itself. But you know when you do that, the gig's over. A lot of people are going to unsub. You use this part here as a failsafe. Oh well, we did what you said. It may be hidden really well, but we wrote it down for everybody to see, although nobody will ever see that. And to me, it's unacceptable because nobody's ever going to see that. You need to put that in every description or your pinned comment. That's it. You're hiding it to where, well, technically I did say something, technically, but nobody's ever going to see it, right? That ain't going to work. But anyway, this video is going to be a banger, really good catch. Let's get into the video. Now see, this video will have a teachable moment, and that's what I like documenting. Like, there's so many ways to fake a video, and when you catch somebody really, really good, you learn from it, and you learn more of what to look out for. And, you know, rolling with me ain't a genius, nor has he ever claimed to be. But this one cracked me up. I mean, once you see it, you can't unsee it. And there'll be a secret word in this video, and there have been the last few videos. Most of you have saw it. There's one that was hidden really well. You'll probably never find it, but it's there. Let's get into rolling with me.
I've been dealing with a lot lately, so I decided it was time to do something before the end of this month, because April's gonna be here before you know it, so let's get to this.
Now, I do want to point out how much this guy complains. He complains more than any person I've ever seen in my life. The ghost turned the water faucet on. Oh.
Well, I don't want you ghosts turning that water faucet on. You're going to raise my water bill.
And they'll flick the lights on off.
Don't you be doing that, because I got to pay the electric bill, and I just can't have that.
He complains through all of his videos. I think he does it for comedic purposes, but it's not funny. It's kind of aggravating. But when the paranormal happens, I gotta admit, it does crack me up.
I hear something in here. It's up in the ceiling, but I hear it going this way. What the hell? Okay, that chair out of nowhere just fell.
As soon as he walks in the room, chair's already leaning back. We're going to zoom in and slow it down a bit, but he's like, oh, that chair just fell out of nowhere. That chair just fell. Man, you're lucky that you catch all that stuff. Lucky, lucky, lucky. You know, being as some of it is a dramatization, which is supposedly based off real events. Is that real or is that the fake? Which one is it? Yeah, because you're not telling us which one it is. If it's a dramatization like any other paranormal show, it will say dramatization in the movie, video, show, whatever. The chair has tension, and I think right here he loosens it. He pauses, then he walks forward like he's loosening the tension up.
What in the hell's going on in here?
To me, it's amazing that Omar, this guy, all the people I've ever put in a video, when you look at it for what it really is, how they fake all this paranormal and all this other garbage, and they don't necessarily say it's real. Well, they do. They kind of hint to it being real, but they never say it's staged or recreated or whatever, except him in his about section that nobody will ever see. But you go down in the comment sections of his videos, and he plays it off as real. You don't say, well, that's a recreation. That's a reenactment. No, it's, oh, yeah, it could be a demon. You know, we just don't know.
Here. I swear, something's up in there. I keep hearing sounds up in here. It just doesn't stop. And there's chairs moving.
Pay close attention to these two areas right here, because a little bit later in the video, that will pay dividends. Now, pay very close attention to that countertop. There's nothing on it except the little whatnots, but just pay attention to that particular counter.
All right. What was that?
This is the final clip before the debunk. I want you to pay close attention again to these two areas. I'm zooming in for you. You see those two areas right there? Now I'm going to slow it down. This area and that area. You can see that water jug and that countertop. Crazy, you know, when you slow it down and zoom in, because what you're about to see in this next clip is something absolutely amazing. Water coming down through a light fixture. Paranormal water, mind you. But I just showed you a jug sitting on the table right there. Okay, a jug of water. But watch this next clip, because it's the same room, except the jug's missing, the jug of water. It's as if he forgot to take it out of the other clips. He was preparing to do this very thing. Why else would it be literally right there on the table and then be moved when the paranormal clip happens?
All right, there's literally water pouring out of this. How? How is this happening? What the hell? I have no idea what that means. Why is this happening? All right. What the hell?
And as he turns back, pause. Take a look at the water jugs. Remember, it was on this table, but now look where it's sitting. Two water jugs side by side. Look at the one on the right. And now both jugs are in the kitchen, not the dining room where the table is. Both water jugs are right there on that counter. That's where they were moved to. But earlier in the scene, the water jug was not sitting on the counter. It was on the dining room table where the leaking light is. You're going to have to learn to fake better, buddy, because that water jug right there, it doesn't tell a fib. As I showed you right before he shows the clip of the water coming down through the fixture, and then he questions, I wonder why the water stopped. Because it run out of water. You can see the water in it. And not just that, but when you look at the two rooms and you see the jug of water that was on the table, the very table where the leak comes, and then when you show the paranormal clip, it disappears off the dining room table and goes into the kitchen. Wow. And to beat it all, you're editing right there at the kitchen table, because I can see that laptop or tablet, whatever it is, right there as well. Crazy.
All right, now what? All right, this has stopped. It has stopped dripping. All right, what the hell? There is no water here? All right, there's literally no water. How is that possible?
Hey, post-editing shape, we may very well need a graph here. So let's ask ourselves how the water stopped, the paranormal water. First off, those kind of fixtures unscrew right there where that nipple-shaped thing, nut, you would call it, unscrews right there, and you pull the glass down. Right? So if you loosen it but not completely unscrew it, there's going to be a little gap there where water can run through it. Wow. And then when the water runs out, guess what happens? It stops running down on the table. Obviously, you can tell there's no water in this because the water is all drained out. But let's look back when it was leaking and see what it looked like then. Now, here's what it looked like when it was full of water. You can see the water right there. There's probably about a cup of water in that thing. So, yeah, but yeah, you can definitely tell a difference. Comment below what you guys think, but I think this is rather fascinating paranormal water. And this fixture here is open. You can see the top of it. He wouldn't even have to unscrew it to put the water in. He could literally stand up on the chair and pour the water in.
There is no water on the table. It was just like a puddle. Everything was splashing down here. All right, water was pouring out of this, and it was coming down, and there's nothing wet here. What the hell? Nothing is wet. I swear there was water pouring out of this thing. I'm not losing my mind. And there should be water all over the table. But there's nothing.
There should be water all over the place, he says. There should be. You're right, Roland. Except one teeny weeny little problem there. There is a big bowl of seashells right there under where it was leaking. Water goes down in that, you're not going to see the water. Okay? I mean, you kind of put two and two together and you get, well, in your case, Roland, 3.
In this house. And it's hard to sleep, and I've been just dealing with a lot of other things. So I'm gonna take a trip to Florida. Get out of Georgia for a while. Get out of this place and hang around one of my best friends and go out on the ocean or go out somewhere in a boat, do something, just get away from here. So that's what I'm going to do. And hopefully when I come back, I'll have a better mindset, because I have a lot of things going on between my health anxieties and whatever's happening in this house, because something's in this house and it's trying to let me know something. And I don't know what it is it's trying to tell me, but I need to get out of here. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be hitting the road, going into Florida. So here we go.
Now, oddly enough, after this paranormal, and guys, yeah, I did see the video of him and the haunted doll. I could debunk that easily. If you want that, just comment below. But anyway, he goes for the next whole half of the video, he goes out splashing around with Omar on a boat. Yes, Omar Gosh TV, the real deal. Yeah, they get on their boat and they're driving around. Well, hey, have fun. You know, be you, do you, be with your friend. But yeah, that's like the whole other half of the video.
Awake right now. Just got caught in a storm, guys. Yeah, it's really bad. Oh yeah, might die. I don't know. Just gonna hang on tight. See what happens. You know, worst comes worst. We'll be swimming with the mermaids and sharks. Oh, hanging in there. You gotta brace yourself, man. Don't fall out. It is pretty shocking.
But hey, they're having fun, right? But the reason I want to point this particular video out is, like I said, you can learn from it. Like I said, if you look in the background of videos, you can catch stuff if you really pay attention. It takes a while to make these type of videos because you got to watch the whole video, multiple videos, to find the right video. But once you get it and document it, it's there to learn from. You know, it's amazing how a jug of water, or a shadow, or a reflection, or milk, just so many different things can completely bust a fake paranormal investigator. And I find that that's what fascinates me, and that's why we're here. We're here to learn and catch these guys and call them out. Now, what's your all's thoughts on where you should put that your videos are staged and how you should word it? Because the about section's hard to find anyways. Like I said, I didn't even know I had one for 2 years. But yeah, I think it should be in the pinned comment or the description of every single video, or in the video itself. If it's a dramatization, just like a paranormal TV show, they'll say dramatization. But yeah, what's your guys' thoughts on that? But hey, this is a good bust, and I got a couple of other good ones that's top tier like this one as far as a good catch. I love you guys, I appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next video. Y'all come back now, you hear? Peace!